What's happening, Cancers? How is everyone? I hope good. I am here with your now until the end of, or excuse me, not the end, but until October 1st reading. I'm going to give you just kind of a sneak peek on what to expect or what's going on that you need to know. I also wanted to share something. I think it was Mother's Day last year. I bought my mom this book, and it's To My Mother, A Mother's Love is a Lasting Treasure, and it's from Marcy. And after my mom passed away, my daughter and I went down there, and we were going through her room, and she happened to mark a page. And I just wanted to read it because I just think it's so beautiful. And she left it with a feather. And it says, "You inspire me. You have a way of always brightening my day. And it's with little things that mean so much. There is a phone call at just the right time, a hug when it is needed, or a comforting word of encouragement. You are a quiet, steady, burning light that inspires me to be my best." And I just thought I would share that. I don't know. I know that she left it for me, and it feels like it's like the last thing that she ever said to me, I guess. But I love, these where I live, they sell these at a truck stop. They sell cards, and they sell like little, like magnets and stuff, and I just love this stuff. So if you have it around your town or wherever you live, I would look into them. They're cool because they, you can buy them for women and men and mothers and daughters and all that stuff, or look them up online. I'm not paid to advertise for her at all, so I want to make that clear because I don't want anybody to think I was paid to do that. I wasn't. I just find them like really inspiring when you read those. If you're struggling, if you have lost your mom, or or you just need to have encouraging words, I think that's just awesome. So anyways, let's get started. So the energy of your reading today is going to be temperance. And this stands for moderation. So we need to be aware of our, doing things in moderation and not just throwing everything out there all at once. If it's towards another person, we might overwhelm them. But moderation, we should do everything in moderation. So, and if it's drinking or drugs or, anything like that, definitely we're supposed to not indulge and do everything in moderation. So the next, if I could talk this retrograde, oh my Lord. The next is patience. So we need to have more patience in everything. We need to be more patient in all our dealings, if it's in love, if it's in, with our careers or our family, with ourselves. We just have to have more patience. I know that it's easy for me to sit on here and say, have more patience when it's a hard thing to have, but it's, calling for us to have more patience. Also, compromise. And if you're like me, I'm a pretty stubborn person. We all, the older you get set in your ways, and we kind of forget to compromise. And it's another thing that I can sit on here and say, oh, you need to compromise, and make it sound like it's so easy, because at times it isn't. But if we are aware of it, if we know that we really need to work on compromising with others, then we can start paying attention when we're dealing with other people, or whatever our situation is. So compromise is another thing that we need to pay attention to. And then balance. We need to make sure that we're staying in balance, that we're balancing the dark and light. And if you are out of balance, I would suggest meditating will really help you balance yourself, will really help you connect to your higher self, which is very important for us all to do. At times it is hard to stay balanced. There's so much going on in this world and in our personal lives and all around us that it's always teetering. So, but it is another thing that we really need to pay attention to. And then last but not least, we need to make sure that we're healing. When we are hurt by another person or by a situation, or we have any type of trauma, instead of us running from it, are turning our backs on it or masking it with any type of addiction, we really need to try and fill, you know, whatever we need to fill and do whatever we need to do to heal from that wound. And so we're not carrying that with us for the rest of our lives, because those things really hinder who we are, our growth, and how we treat others and ourselves, and how we deal with situations. So healing is just really, really important for us. Your next card is Rebuild, and as you can see, the light's there, so we need to connect more with the light. We need to rebuild the heart area. We need to heal it so we can open it and drop our walls and not miss out on opportunities and people coming into our lives, not fearing, you know, intimacy or, you know, any type of relationship. When we are traumatized or, you know, hurt by another person, instantly our first instinct is to put our walls up. But at times we get stuck there, and we can have people coming into our lives that are, you know, wonderful people, but we're not seeing that because we're so guarded, and we're so afraid to let anyone in because of our past person that hurt us or situation. And the thing is that we need to remember that we cannot bring those pains and all that stuff into another relationship, romantic friendship or whatever it is, because that's not fair to the person that we're doing it to, but it's also not fair to us, because we deserve to have a healthier situation, or, you know, a better job, or whatever the circumstances are. But we do deserve that. We deserve to be able to have our hearts open and be able to love others and have others love us, and not to miss these opportunities and people coming into our lives, because a lot of people, unless you are explaining it to them, and even if you do explain it to them, I've noticed people just don't understand. Or you try to explain, you know, how hurt something made you, or how much, you know, trauma you went through, and it's, you know, it's like everything. If they're not there and they don't you know, experience it, they'll never truly know exactly how you feel. We all deal with it differently, but the thing is we all do need to deal with it the same by healing it instead of like running from it. So start to rebuild. Your next card is going to be the base chakra. And just so you know, you received this card twice in this reading. So it's really important that you cleanse your base chakra. And the key facts of this is color red, sound lamb, element earth, and then the key word I have. And it's located at the base of your spine, and is closely related to all of your earthly issues, such as survival, the physical body, issues with money, safety, and shelter. Physical movement strengthens the chakra. Walk, dance, work in a garden, do anything that will get you moving. By energizing the chakra, you strengthen your right to have. So it strengthens your right to have. And you will be blessed with the loving and supportive relationships that you truly deserve. So, like I said, you received it twice in this reading, so it's that's a pretty, you know, warning, you know, a big warning that it needs to be cleansed. If you notice that you do all that stuff and you still feel that, you know, things aren't going better for you, go to somebody that's like licensed in that, or has, you know, has the ability to cleanse them, and I'm one of them, so you can come to me. Anyways, moving on. Simply love. By, you know, opening all that stuff up by us working on our chakras. And by the way, if you cleanse one chakra, you might as well cleanse them all. That's my personal opinion. I wouldn't just really work on one. I'd cleanse them all at the same time. So then, you know, the rest of them, if they're clogged, you know, I always say clogged. That's how I explain it. Or, you know, if all of them, or two of them, or whatever, you don't have any, you're not going to be doing it the next day because you still have one. That's what I'm trying to say, but I can't get it out. Simply love. Once we heal, once we rebuild and open our hearts, we will be able to finally come to this point where we can feel like we can simply love. We can, you know, give our love out into the world. We can accept people's love and not fear it, and, you know, not run from our pain and, you know, sorrow and our fears of somebody hurting us again, like the person before us did, or the situation. So, but once we do that, we will be able to simply love again. And because love is so important in this world, I cannot express that enough. I always say that, you know, if we could love, if everyone on this, you know, earth could love one another and do everything with unconditional love, this world would be so much more peaceful. It would be so much more happy. And, you know, people wouldn't be rude to one another and, you know, be pissed off all the time and everything else that goes on in this world. It's just, it's heartbreaking. Let's see here. Here's your next one, base chakra. So that, again, make sure that you get up and move, go for a walk, dance, do anything that gets you moving. Even folding laundry, you know, really get into it. Put your music in and rock out. And once you do that stuff, you will end up with a triumph. You will triumph all of the hurt, all of the things that closed you off into the world. And you'll be able to really move on and move forward and, you know, to a much more loving, positive part of your life instead of being stuck back where you were. So that's great. The next one is your solar chakra. I can't think. And the key words for this are the color yellow, sound ram, the elements fire, the glands, no, there is no glands on this, but keywords I can, and then it's, here, let me put that down. The solar chakra is located above the navel area and just below the rib cage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. This chakra is associated with clairsenses, inner feeling, which is the major psychic reception area. To strengthen the chakra, try this breathing exercise. Close your eyes, and as you inhale deeply through your nose, breathe the color yellow. See it coming from a glowing, brilliant sun. Send this vital energy to your chakra. Exhale through your mouth all energies that do not serve you. Believe that you can have the relationships you desire, and you will. This exercise can be used to energize any chakra simply by visualizing the appropriate color energy. So again, you need to have that chakra cleansed also, and that's why I recommend just doing them all if you can. And then you have rejoice and celebration. And as you do all, you know, take all those steps and, you know, really focus on those areas and cleanse those chakras, you will end up with being able to go, rejoice in celebration, like with your friends. You will be able to receive those new relationships that you've wanted, the new friendships, the new love that wants to come in or you want to come in. We really do not realize how much, you know, chakras do affect our lives, and how important it is for us to keep them cleansed and open. And so, and then your outcome card today, Cancer, is going to be the Ace of Cups, which is new relationship. So that's what you're going to be celebrating. New start that brings happiness for all at home. So it's not only going to bring you happiness, say you already have kids, and so it'll also bring your kids happiness, and, you know, those around you and your family, your parents, or whomever you share, you know, your life with. But we just need to learn to really pay attention to, what the fuck was that? Oh my God, it scared me. Sorry. That was weird. We just really need to pay attention to, it scared me. Sorry. That was really, really weird. It was some hand sanitizer that was on our fridge that's been, I mean, it's on a magnet, and it just got knocked down and it scared the crud out of me. Anyways, let me finish. Sorry. We just really need to pay attention to healing, to keeping our chakras open. We need to pay attention to all the things that we need to do to really help us with all the things that we have to go through in life, and what's going to make it easier for us and all that stuff. And what's going to help us heal, because healing is so important for us to be able to be healthy and be able to have healthy relationships and be able to live and, you know, live in the light and not in the dark, and just be happy and not, you know, carry our old traumas and our old relationships into the next relationships, because that person, the new person, doesn't deserve that. And, you know, not to be stuck from, you know, the pains, and when people come into our lives, we don't think we're good enough for that person, so we don't think that they'd ever pick us, so we don't really open up to them, or, you know, there's a lot of things that it does to us. So it's just really important for us to love and heal and just be happy and know that life's so short, that, you know, we were meant to go through that hard time, because that teaches us the lessons that we need to learn, so then we can progress and we can share our experiences with one another, and, you know, and grow and bring those experiences into our new relationships and our new, you know, jobs or careers, and it betters us, and we know not to handle a situation that way, or that we're not compatible with a person that's like this, or and so on. That, you know, we learn about toxic relationships, and you know, we learn to not stay at a job when it doesn't make us happy, because there's always another job, and that we really need to focus on what does make us happy, you know, what does motivate us in the morning to get up and go to work, and what motivates us to be a good person and want to help people and love people and just be a good person in general, and love ourselves is the most important thing. So, well, I'll quit rambling, but Cancer, that's what I had for you from now till October 1st. Sorry I cussed. It scared the shit out of me, honestly. So I love you all so very much. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would. That would really help my channel grow. And if you'd like to donate, that would be awesome too. There is a PayPal listed below if you would like to do that. I would really appreciate that. I'm sending you all so much love, so many positive vibes, and peace like always. Take care and have a great week. Tomorrow's Monday. Woohoo! So just have a great Monday and do something kind for someone. Express your love to someone. If, you know, somebody expressed your love and you rejected them, you know, maybe do something kind just to be nice to that person, because rejection's always hard on people, and it doesn't hurt us to kind of follow up with that person and not be so mean, and just, you know, you can still be friends with them. You don't have to just cut them out of your life, because, you know, everybody just needs to be more kind to one another. Everybody just needs to think about another person sometimes over themselves even. So much love. I love you all. Take care.